Lesson 2, Conduct Competency Assessment. Establish the context and purpose of assessment. Assessor must familiarize self within the qualification or unit of competency to be accessed. Ensure that the assessment site complies with relevant occupational health and safety requirements. Ensure that assessment resources are available. The assessor must ensure that tools, equipment, and facilities are ready and available. In the assessment site, before the assessment starts, equipment and facilities must be on hand to help the assessor. Monitor the availability and completeness of the tools, equipment, and facilities. And Assessor's Guide. Lesson 2, Conduct Competency Assessment. Plan and prepare the evidence gathering process. The assessor shall receive assessment package composed of the following: 1 copy of Assessor's Guide, specifics instruction for the candidates, competency assessment result summary, written report, written test.
Conduct competency assessment. Prepare the candidate. The assessor shall introduce herself.
Everyone, I'm Espiritu, and I'm your competency assessor for Grade and Phase 3 Production Institute.
Acknowledge the presence of processing officer, AC manager, test representative, assessment center manager, and processing officer.
And I would like to acknowledge the presence of Ms. our processing officer, and Mr. Ardir Romualdo, REC manager, and Ms. Christine Salcedo, our representative from the provincial office. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Have to worry about the presenter. We observe the conduct of assessment and to check if the conduct of assessment in the accordance with the competency assessment methodology.
Check the attendance and identify of candidates and collect the admissions fee.
Before we start, please submit your admissions form. Thank you very much.
Instruct the candidates to sign the attendance sheet.
As a call your name, please acknowledge by raising your hands and sign the attendance sheet. Mr. Ian Reyes, please assign.
Present to the candidate an accomplished application form with self-assessment guide and explain its significance. Conduct orientation to the candidate. The assessor must explain the context and purpose of the assessment.
I would like to welcome to all of you in our assessment center for Grade Phase 3 Production Institute. The purpose of our assessment for Grade and Phase 3 Production Institute is to determine the level of your competency.
Qualification or unit of competency to be assessed.
Today, I'm going to administer competency assessment of Grade and Phase 3 Production Institute. The qualification for Grade and Phase 3 Production Institute composed of basic, common, and core competency. For our competency, we have prepared and produce figuring products, prepared and produce pastry products, and prepared to present gates, tools, sorts, and tips, and prepared in the split feeding course and present dessert.
Tasks to be performed and the evidence be collected.
The different tasks to be performed of Grade and Pastry Production in situ are the following: bread making 3 hours, pastry making 2 hours, cake making 3 hours, and feeding course making 2.5 hours. We will collect the evidence through observation, demonstration, oral questioning, and writing examination.
Assessment procedure to be undertaken.
To determine your knowledge and skill to the bread and pastry production in situ, the assessment method we will use will be right examination, observation, demonstration, and oral questioning. This assessment method can help to measure your understanding, knowledge, and skill.
Needs of the candidate to be considered during the assignment.
We also have things that need to be considered if there are any religious practice being observed by your religion. Just tell me so that I can allow the observer whatever you are referred to by your respected religion. For those candidates who need to take their medication maintenance within the duration of our assessment, just inform me and I will allow to take your medication. For your personal needs, the laboratory is located at the end of the hallway, and you can also take your meal at our canteen. It's located in our lobby. However, during assessment, you are not allowed to do premise of the assessment center.
Allowable or reasonable adjustment when
Do
applicable.
you have difficulty understand the given instruction? The student is take the information because we are willing to translate it for you. Always throwing the writing examination if you have dilemma writing down your answer. Don't be shy because we cannot sit of answer verbal.
Do's and don'ts during assessment.
Do's and don'ts during the assessment.
Rights and appeal system.
If a view concern question of there needs to be to your the clarified matter concern in assessment, you may raise your hand because I'm more than willing to access you, but once assessment is started, please refrain from asking questions. Because it is no longer allowed in the same topic during the assessment, if have physically of any form because do not hesitate to call my attention so we can address the immediate. If you are not satisfied with the result of the assessment, you can appeal in writing address. It's to be easy monitor immediately after the assessment and not several days after. You should not sign the sheet of cards.
Issuance of National Certificate of Competence.
Issuance of national certificate or certificate of competency. PISTA is currently implement the e-certificate system started August 28, 2023 up to present. They will be running on parallel implementation. If you achieve and competency result in your assessment and choose the e-certificate, your national certificate will be sent to your provided email address within 1 day after the assessment. It is essential to ensure that the email address you provide the application form is so accurate. Once the receiver should print any certificate, FNC or COC will be cleaned by your representative. These are the things to keep in mind. For the renewal of MC, the 5 years validity, these are the requirements.
Reassessment procedure.
After the assessment and your work may not be completed, that you are about it because you can release anytime at your own convenience. In the case the assessment is called qualification, you have to undergo the full assessment process. If you are not found to be competent in someone unit of the competency are the reassessment shall focus in unit of competency. For your found to not get competent, always get the field to consequently assessment. We will advise to undergo a refresher course before applying the one-year reassessment.
Occupational safety and health requirements.
During the actual assessment, please observe safety and perform the different tasks must make sure to check the electrical equipment before plugging and avoid the falling in or and unplugging the equipment. Observe the proper body mechanics when lifting heavy equipment and avoid back injury. In case of an accident, this can be attention immediately so that can provide within first aid. Our first and cabinet is located at the right side of the laboratory workshop.
Confidentiality of assessment outcomes.
With regards to the result of assessment with officers with confidentiality, this is to ensure your integrity. The result only made available on authorized personnel and to the institution will you have in actual training. In relation to this, the assessment packet is kept in the secure place to guarantee the integrity of the assessment packet. May ask the candidates for referring to giving away and wrong information that took place during the assessment process.
Provide each candidate a copy of the specific instruction to the candidate.
If you don't have any question or clarification, then I'm going to distribute the specific instruction. Please read them carefully and do not hesitate to ask question right now. I may be translating it from English to your local dialect and you need to assist that. Then I'm more than willing to assist you.
Assign number to the candidate.
And you will give your assigned number, therefore your set.
Instruct candidate number 1 to proceed to the assessment area while your candidates stand by in the waiting area.
No, everybody must be ready now. Candidate number 1, you may please proceed the assessment area. For the rest of the candidates, please remain. I will icon you by your number later.